Most people know Mary Magdalene as a minor figure in the story of Jesus, often described as a former prostitute who followed him. According to this account, that image is not only false, but was deliberately created to erase who she really was. Mary Magdalene was Arsinoe IV of Egypt and a sister of Cleopatra. In 46 to 47 BC, Rome was expanding across the Mediterranean under Julius Caesar. Egypt was one of the last independent powers left. Inside Egypt, there were two opposing political factions. There was Cleopatra's faction, which supported cooperation with Rome in exchange for maintaining power. And there was Arsinoe's faction, which supported resistance and military operation to that Roman occupation. Although official history says Cleopatra and Arsinoe were sisters ruling together, real power struggles were underway, as you can imagine. Cleopatra aligned herself with Julius Caesar. Arsinoe aligned herself with the Egyptian military and the will of the population, who opposed Roman control. Cleopatra secretly entered the royal palace and manipulated Caesar into supporting her claim to the throne. The action triggered a civil war inside of Egypt. Roman forces attacked Alexandria, burning parts of the city and seizing strategic locations like the lighthouse of Pharos. During the chaos, Arsinoe escaped Roman custody and was declared queen by Egyptian resistance forces. At just 16 years old, she led a successful counterattack against Roman troops stationed on Pharos Island. Julius Caesar was forced to flee by swimming to safety. This was a major military defeat for Rome, and this is something rarely acknowledged. However, Rome soon brought reinforcements. Cleopatra, now fully backed by Caesar, regained control. Arsinoe was captured and sent to Rome as a political prisoner. Before she could be executed, Arsinoe escaped with help from her supporters. Disguised and smuggled out of Egypt, she fled to Magdala, a town on the western shore of the Sea of Galilee. This is where the name Mary Magdalene originates. In Palestine, Arsinoe became involved in organizing resistance against Roman occupation. She provided military strategy, encouraged civil disobedience, and taught about consciousness, ethics, and social responsibility. Because women were not allowed to speak publicly with authority, she often worked through a male associate named Azazel, who presented her ideas as his own so they would be accepted. Over time, Roman authorities realized that organized resistance in Galilee was being directed by someone with advanced strategic knowledge. Arsinoe was betrayed and nearly captured again. She escaped by sea and attempted to reach Ireland and Scotland, where anti-Roman resistance networks existed. Her escape route took her through Malta and southern France. Roman forces pursued her relentlessly. Eventually, she was captured near what is now Montségur and taken back to Rome in chains. Julius Caesar intended to execute Arsinoe publicly in the Colosseum as a demonstration of Roman dominance. A replica of the lighthouse of Alexandria was built for the event to symbolize Rome's victory over Egypt. However, public sentiment turned against the execution. A Roman official named Claudius Vespus requested Arsinoe as a personal slave instead. Caesar agreed. Arsinoe was taken to Vespus' villa where she refused to submit to sexual demands. As punishment, she was handed over to guards, abused, and whipped. After this, she was exiled to Ephesus, placed under guard in the Temple of Artemis. Cleopatra later discovered that Arsinoe was still alive. Seeing her as a political threat, she ordered her execution through Mark Antony. Roman soldiers entered the temple at night and killed Arsinoe with swords. She was buried in an octagonal tomb resembling the lighthouse of Alexandria. According to this account, Roman historians, particularly Josephus and later scribes, rewrote Arsinoe's life to eliminate her influence. Her role as a resistance leader and military strategist was erased. Instead, she was recast as Mary Magdalene, portrayed as a prostitute or morally compromised woman associated with Jesus. This served two purposes. One, to discredit her, especially as a woman who challenged Roman authority. Two, to neutralize her teachings, reframing resistance as submission and obedience. Many teachings attributed to Jesus reflect Roman Stoic philosophy rather than revolutionary resistance. Ideas such as turn the other cheek and give unto Caesar what is Caesar's align with Roman interests, not with anti-occupation movements in Galilee. Arsinoe was the only woman known to defeat Julius Caesar militarily. For that reason, she could not be allowed to remain a hero. Cleopatra was remembered as powerful because she served Roman interests. Arsinoe was erased because she opposed them. Mary Magdalene, as history presents her, is not the real woman. The real woman was a queen, a strategist, and a leader of resistance, removed from history because she would not submit. Thank you for watching this short video. I hope you enjoyed it, and I'll see you in the next one.